Okay. Good morning, Bernard.
Good morning, Dr. Priscilla.
Today we're going to read from USA Today about the Ringling Brothers Circus. Are you familiar with a circus, Bernard?
I sometimes go to the circus, but rarely. The rarely times when I went was with my grandchild when he came home. For his pleasure, we went to the circus.
Okay. So you went to the circus with your grandchild. Did you just
Yes.
have one person or grandchildren?
The last time I went, it was just one grandchild.
Okay. And so was it a boy or a girl?
It was a boy. It was a young boy of about, at this time, 10 years old.
Okay. So I heard you say they, so it would be he. You
Yeah,
went to the circus with your young grandchild, and he was 10 years old, about 10 years old. Okay,
yes.
great. So we're going to read about the greatest show on earth and find out what is happening with the circus. Could you
Okay.
read, starting with the greatest show on earth?
The greatest show on earth is getting its curtain call. Feld Entertainment, owner of the Ringling Bros. And Barnum and Bailey Circus, said in a statement that the show will end in its 140-year run in May.
Okay, so really this should be, will end its, it should be its 146-year run in May.
Okay.
This phrase here that we're looking at that says, getting its curtain call, this means that it is coming to an end. It's getting its curtain call. It's
Okay.
coming to an end. The greatest show on earth will no longer be. Okay,
Okay, I understand.
can you read the next paragraph?
The iconic circus declined in recent years due to high operating costs and long, costly legal battles with animal rights groups, such as the one to eliminate elephant hacks. Ticket sales had already fallen, but they dropped more significantly than anticipated after the elephants were retired last May, according to the statement.
Okay, so here we have the word iconic. What does iconic mean?
An iconic is something that is always exist in the past, and it's a symbol for all the people.
Mm-hmm. Okay, very good. And the word declined?
Decline fell.
Mhm.
Decline fell slowly.
Okay, and
Slowly
eliminate?
to 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 take to pick up away.
To 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 discard, to remove, to
to,
take
to
away.
remove. To remove. Mhm.
Okay, and significantly?
Significantly, something that you can see evidently.
Hmm. Something that is important, something that is clear, something
Yes.
that something that one should take notice of. All right. So here we have the iconic circus declined in recent years due to high operating costs and long, costly legal battles with animal rights groups, such as the one to eliminate elephant acts. Ticket sales had already fallen, but they dropped more significantly than anticipated after the elephants were retired last May, according to the statement.
Mm.
Okay, the next paragraph.
The company's two circus shows, Out of This World and Circus Extreme, have 30 shows left, including appearances in Atlanta, Brooklyn, and Boston. The final shows are at May 7th at the Dunkin's Donuts Center in Providence,
Rhode Island.
Rhode Island, and May 21 at the Nassau Veterans Memorial Coliseum in Uniondale, New York.
Okay. And the next paragraph, which will be our last.
This was a difficult business decision to make, but by ending the circus tours, we will be able to concentrate on the other lines of business within the Feld Entertainment portfolio, said Juliette Feld, Chief Operating Officer. Now that we have made this decision, as a company and as a family, we will strive to support our circus performers and crew in making the transition to new opportunities.
Okay. So what is this article about?
This article is about the end of normal circus in the world, not only in the USA, because an important number of group of people fight for the rights of the animals to be free and not be slaves in a circus. So, as the amount of money they win is decreased quickly and significantly, the owner of the circus decide to put the curtains cold.
Okay, very good. So it's a curtain call. A curtain call means it is the end of something. I was having a discussion, and I'm going to pose this question to you. The question would be, do you feel that the animals should not be used to entertain people?
No, in my opinion, I'm not really agree with this decision. I'm sure that even in the circus, the animals are loved by their owners and are normally well treated, fed, and clean. Most of the owner of circus take care of their animals.
Okay.
I'm not sure that the animals in the wild countryside are sometimes in really good condition and don't suffer from the hunters or other people.
That's a great point of view. I was thinking along the lines of, even if the people said that they were not mistreating the animals, in many cases, some person is not going to do what should be done. That is, whether it's an animal or whether it's a human. Even on jobs that we go to on a daily basis, everyone is not treated with the respect and the dignity that they should have. And I think it may be the same with the animals. As you say, many of the animals may not do as well in the wild as they are in captivity. So here's something to think about. Sports that we play, such as football, soccer, any competitive sport, I think could be considered cruel punishment. For example, when the players are playing football, they run into each other, they hit them in the head, they hit them in the stomach, they hit them on the legs. I think if we're looking at what is cruel, to me, that is cruel. And perhaps we should not have the game of sports. If it's swimming, no, they're not running into each other, but they can swim when they have those marathons, extreme sports. They swim to exhaustion. and they create health problems for themselves, that I think this should be unreasonable. Do you understand?
Yes, yes. I understand that you compare the life of animals in the circus, which is sometimes difficult, with the life of human people, like sportive,
Mm-hmm.
who like suffer, who fight against others. But the difference, I suppose, is that for sportives, is for their pleasure. They like this kind of sport. They like to fight against other. If they're a swimmer, they like to be exhausted after a long marathon.
Mm-hmm.
And the opposite, the animals don't choose to be to be showed in a circus.
Well, I can agree with that. And so then I ask myself, when I see people with their little puppies and their little cats and or their big dogs, and these dogs are wearing clothes and ribbons and hats and bonnets, do you think that that is a good thing for these animals who can't go and relieve themselves because of some clothes they've got on their body? Do you think that there should be a law that says that maybe we shouldn't put clothes on animals?
Mm. Oh, I'm sometimes surprised that the animals were wearing with clothes. It, it seems a bit strange for me, but I'm sure that these animals are really loved, are really feed,
Fed.
are really fed, and have a very good life like dogs or
Okay,
cats.
but I would say that there probably are some pet owners that mistreat their pets, even though they may dress them up, especially the pets that are in dog shows that are to perform and entertain the audience. I think some of those dogs may very well be mistreated. I also feel that people who raise pets to be sold, they may just have one dog just for the purpose of having babies for sale. I don't think that that's, at least that is what I believe. So I think that there's human cruelty, there's animal cruelty, and then there's entertainment. Humans, by nature, I think, love to be entertained, and it doesn't matter at what expense or whose expense. We are entertained. We want to be entertained. We do not wish to be bored.
Mhm.
So those are just my thoughts. I was sad to hear that the circus was going to close. I enjoyed the circus when I was a child, um, and I would love for the circuses to continue. I also understand that if the animals are being mistreated badly, that maybe they shouldn't. However, with the advent of building of fancy homes, larger homes, everyone that is having a house built is destroying the forest. The forest where animals live is being destroyed because people want bigger houses or something else. They want to build something else. So there's no place for the animals to be. And in my opinion, the circus may be one avenue to escape, as well as the zoo, for these animals that are being displaced because of, I guess, productivity.
Hmm. Yes. So you tell me that, in your opinion, as the wide countryside for animals is restrained,
Mm-hmm.
animals could be put in zoo or in circus
Mm-hmm.
and have a good life in it
Mm-hmm.
if, if the owner of the zoo and the circus could give them a wide place to move a large place to play, but not as wide that in the real countryside, but sufficiently to be happy.
Mm-hmm.
And I suppose that in the new zoo, the people try to think about the happy life of the animals.
Could possibly. All right, I'm going to stop the recording now.